working now? Yeah, it's working. I think. My shit kept saying the app wasn't responding. Alright, so now I'm rolling. I wanted to give my final assessment on the uprising Earth, which is, I mean, it's pretty obvious, but I was surprised at how many seemingly genuine people became part of that, such as the guy Nachiketa and a few others. But now, sad to say, I think those people were duped. I mean, I pretty much thought they were duped from the gate. I did think they were duped, but like I was surprised at how they could have been so duped, you know. And so I just wanted to find out what it was that duped them. And I think it might have just been a personality thing, like a cult of personality type thing. That dude Dell, you know, he's pretty charming, actually. I got to say, he's got a fun sort of delivery. I watched some of his videos, and I saw him chewing out some people. And he was funny as fuck. Like, it was pretty funny. And I gotta say, it was fun to watch. And I could see why people would want to go there and frequent his thing. And after a while, you just sort of adopt his opinions. But I don't know that he's being genuine. I think he is. I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe he's duped also. There's some other people that are involved. What I've found about this Uprising Earth is that they don't... I have yet to interact with Dell, and we'll see what... I'm trying to. We'll see what he says to my comments. But like the other channel that I was watching, Level-Headed William, I kept trying to interact with him and discuss the topic, and I was polite, you know, because I'm just trying to be how I am in real life, you know. Someone mentions something that doesn't seem true, you know. I'm gonna investigate, you know, and just see why people are believing it. And especially if it's got flat Earth attached to it, you know, because that's how they lure you in with this prank. It's got to be a prank, because none of the people that want to push this as being true are genuine. They're not sincere. They refuse to discuss the topic. I'll make perfectly reasonable points, and they refuse to discuss what I'm saying. I've tried over and over and over. At this point, I'm just telling them, yeah, this has got to be a prank. And they're laughing at me, calling me names, and I'm like, see, like, you guys refuse to talk about it. If it was really like a truth that you passionately believe and you feel like sharing with the world, then like you would discuss it with people that I was showing genuine interest in talking to them. It's true, I was busy debunking their claims, but I was doing so politely. I wasn't saying they were stupid or making fun of them. I was saying, you know, like, what about this? Doesn't this, you know, disprove what you just said? And instead of them talking about what I was saying, they would just always make fun of me and call me names. And I just kept coming back and just taking the same polite approach, but like proceeding to debunk their claims in simple comments, you know. Like, one of their claims is that liquids don't show displacement when in free fall, so therefore the Earth must be flying up at this ungodly speeds, 9.8 meters per second squared. You know how fucking fast that is? It's fast. That's how fast they think the Earth is flying up. The entire Earth system, I guess. But like, based on some little, you know, demonstration where they show like a water bottle that's falling in free fall, and the water remains level in the bottle while it's falling. And it's like, yeah, well, you didn't agitate it. You're just dropping it. It's being contained. I'm like, dude, when water isn't contained, and I'll leave a little emoji of like a water drop, you know, it's like wider at the bottom. So I'll say, see how it's wider at the bottom? Because the liquid is being displaced in the direction that it's falling down. Because they're saying that nothing falls down, it's just losing momentum. Nothing is falling. They say there's no way to measure the fallingness of an item, which seems like just a crackpot thing to say in the first place. But like, it's abstract as fuck, I gotta say. But it's an abstract prank. I'm not convinced that these people are even genuine, because none of them will even address what I'm saying, which I think is a perfectly reasonable point to make. They're claiming that liquids don't show displacement when in free fall, but that's not true. If you contain the liquid in a fucking vessel that's shaped a certain way, you know, the water lies level, you know, so if you don't agitate it before you drop it, it's just falling and it's being contained. But when it's not being contained, the liquid, you know what a drop looks like. It's wider at the bottom. it's displaced in the direction that it's falling. And like I feel like that's a pretty obvious debunk of their claim, and yet I have yet to have one of them even respond to what I'm saying. They won't even address the point I'm making. They're just saying like, "Ha ha ha, you're dumb," you know. And so I think that's an insincere way of behaving, and I think it's bringing flat Earth negative attention big time. But like I think it's mainly only flat earthers that fall into that trap. So I don't know, but nonetheless, they're out talking to the people that aren't never even heard of flat Earth. You know, the guy's doing demonstrations at this college. You know, and he's like, people come up to him and he's like, yeah, you know, the flat and stationary Earth is a psyop, but Earth is flat. But the people that say it's flat and stationary are psyops. They're all liars, and they're the biggest liars in the world. It's like, man, so I took some offense to that, you know, but I haven't really been touching on that so much as just like, you know, coming at them with truth and just saying like, hey, look, the Earth is flat and stationary. That's how we experience it. That's how we observe it. That's how it's always been. That's how we treat it. You know, that's the truth. Like that's about as honest as you can be about the Earth. It might be all these other things that people claim, but like for now, as far as any of us are concerned, from our reference point here on Earth, it's flat and stationary. That's how we treat it. That's how we observe it. That's how we experience it. That's how we interact with it. That's how we live. It's like it's never going to be anything but that. You can say all this other shit. It might be happening. I don't know, but I don't think so. But like I'm not going to make the claim that it is because I don't experience that. Why would I make a claim about something that I don't experience and I can't really necessarily prove or measure? I could just refer you to the professionals. That's not going to appeal to authority. That's not logic, and it's not honesty either. You know. So flat and stationary Earth is just about as being as honest as possible. It's nothing else. Like if you want to say there's a bunch of other stuff going on, well then go right ahead. People do. People believe all kinds of crazy shit, but that's not something I'm experiencing. It's not something I got to account for and make sure I'm, you know, concerned about, or you know, it's not something you need to know. I don't need to know what the curvature rate is or what the fucking motion is. It's nothing you'll ever have to fucking deal with. You never have to factor that into your life at all. It's just a bunch of useless information. It's called a moot point. And same with this uprising Earth. It's moot. It's a prank. These people can't really even believe it because they won't even discuss it. They just resort to name calling immediately. And I mean, just try it with me, you know. Because so far, I made this has been an experiment of mine. It's a social experiment, really, because I didn't believe their claim in the first place, and I felt like it was so easy to debunk. And so I just went about it, you know, politely. And so far, all I've gotten is just serious name calling and hazing, and you know, people telling me to just go away, and like not one time has anybody addressed, like, engaged in conversation, you know, politely with me at all. And I've gotten plenty of interaction, but none of it has been polite. And I've been nothing but polite, you know. And I've pointed out to them how they're being rude and how I don't appreciate it, but they just keep doing it. They just keep continuing to make my point. It's almost embarrassing because I'm like, if any normal person reads this comment thread, you know, they're going to be like, wow, this guy's being perfectly reasonable, and here are these people, they're just such assholes. What the fuck's going on here? It's definitely, I would think anybody reasonable would read that comment thread and be like, wow, this is pretty sad. It's entertainment on, you know, to some extent, you know, because I'm just like, well, it's a challenge for me because they're trying to get my goat and get me to lash out or something, say something rude, or, you know, so they can ban me or whatever. They threaten to ban me, but I'm not doing anything that should be ban worthy. You know, I am debunking their claim and their belief system, but it's like I'm doing so politely. And if you think that I'm wrong, then that's your chance to like fucking engage with me. You know, like if a Glober comes and tells me something that I'm saying is wrong, and then he proceeds to give an example of why, you know, you bet your ass I'm going to engage with him. And as long as he's not being mean, I'm going to continue to have a you know, civil discourse because I'm passionate about what I think. You know, what my reality is that of a flat and stationary Earth. I'll fight that tooth and nail to the day I die because that's how I experience it. Why would I need to tell you anything else? Why would I need to say anything else other than what we're experiencing here? It's just a bunch of fluff bullshit. It doesn't matter. You know, stuff that doesn't matter. You can say it's rising up. You can say it's curving and moving, but like none of us have to worry about that though. It's like it's not that. As far as we're concerned, it's not that. It's flat and stationary. Duh. That's just an obvious reality. It's just the objective reality. We all have to fucking just, you know, just think about it. Just be honest. It's so funny. It's such a weird situation to like have as a topic, you know, where it's like I could see the psyop in itself just being like, you know, people won't even be able to agree on like objective reality. It's like, it's really, it's twisted, some twisted shit. And, for those people out there that just don't care about any of this, I think that's twisted too. It's like, don't you care where you are? Doesn't it matter? I guess it doesn't matter where you are. You don't care. You doesn't, like, and doesn't that make you think for a second that maybe perhaps you're not flying through outer space in a, meaningless, like, empty vacuum, this godless realm where there's no meaning? Like, doesn't that have some effect on you? I would think that'd be something that you might want to, like, ponder at least. Maybe we're in a special place. Might make you change the way you see things and like interact with the world, and just value this place and value, this cycle of life that we're a part of here, and just in a way that's like more real and true. I would think that would mean something, but like a lot of people are just like, oh, why do you? That's dumb. That's a dumb conversation. Like, who cares? It's like, well, I mean that's just like, I guess it's to each his own, I don't think it's dumb. I thought it was kind of dumb that I believed all that other shit just on faith, It's like, and it's because you get programmed from like a young age. You just, oh, there's people that live on the outside of a ball, and that's us, and nobody ever feels upside down because of gravity. Okay, well, that's good enough for me. Even though that's kind of trippy. I've never really seen anything like that before, but since it's impossible to see because it all seems like we're on a flat plane, and all right, that's pretty fancy, like, it's just funny how that seems like the normal reality, like, oh, that's just what we're living. I'm living on a ball flying through space. Really? Okay. They got us all while we were young, If they tried to tell you that as a grown adult and you'd never heard any of that before, you'd be like, what the fuck? Flying around the sun? How come nothing seems disturbed by that motion? That's crazy. That's just nuts. And you think the Earth is a ball? What? Because if you go forever in one direction, you come back. Are you sure you're not traveling just in a big circle? Did that ever occur to you? That's kind of silly when you think about it. Oh well. Nobody's ever been to space. They just go really high up in the sky, and then they lie. Because they're threatened. I guess. I don't know. Otherwise, it wouldn't be like such a weird... Otherwise, the astronauts would be talking to us. It's been like 10 years we've been talking about this shit, and not a single astronaut has made a regular appearance. That's what they need to do. They need to become friends with us and let us and take us, virtually on the spaceship with them and go to the space station. They need to take us with them, virtually. Give us their phone number and like take us on a space trip with them so we can see it and, and experience it with them. Because otherwise, we're just left to see these dumb little shorts they put up on fucking the internet where it's like they're standing there in this awkward situation where they look like they're all like arms folded, all like shirts tucked in, all neat and nice in this room, and then they'll do like this awkward like backflip, and it just doesn't look real. I'm sorry. If you want me to believe that shit, and these girls have their hairspray all fucking, it's all moving around all bouncy, it's like, is that what it's supposed to look like? I don't know, man. I think you're fucking with me, man. I don't believe that shit. I think that's highly questionable. It's highly questionable at best. And so, therefore, if you don't want me to think that, then you're going to have to bring me to space with you on your cell phone. How hard is that? I mean, I see you guys make, transmissions from the space station, so I'm sure you get signal all the way up and back. I mean, you can maybe lie to me and tell me you don't, but you can still give me your number and keep in touch with me while you're in space and show me out the window whenever I want to see. I shouldn't be that high maintenance. I mean, do you want to put it into this flat Earth thing or what? Like, because it's growing. We're not getting smaller. No. It's growing, dude. If you're an astronaut, and I would think you want people to believe you, instead of just avoiding this growing thing. It's festering, it's growing, it's getting bigger and bigger every day. More and more people realizing how fucking fake it is. And if you're an astronaut and you're watching Dr. Bass, well, that's just too random and it's too weird. It's never going to happen. YouTube will make sure of that. They'll keep us from having similar algorithms, even though we're talking about the same shit. No one that talks about space is ever going to find my channel. No, just the fucking the Glober bots that are programmed to pop up the second I post something about flat Earth. Those guys find my channel in a heartbeat, man. Those guys that claim to think it's stupid, who probably aren't even guys, they're probably just bots. What a weird operation that is. Why would you have bots popping up in a flat Earth video, a random Dr. Bass flat Earth video where there's like 3 subscribers? Why would they know about it all of a sudden? Nobody else can find my shit, you know? Nobody else will ever find my shit. It doesn't get shown. But these guys, they got it right away, right the fuck away. And they're not flat earthers. So it's not something they necessarily like. So what's really going on right there? It's like, that's a glitch in the Matrix, man. That's a glitch. Because that's just too obvious. Those guys wouldn't show up in my videos. I mean, why would they be seeing my video? Why would they even know about it? They know about it right away, right the fuck away. I've experimented. I've started new channels that had 0 subs, posted flat Earth videos, and those guys, all the same dudes show up right away, right the fuck away. Poopy Town Cat, fucking Ed Hayes, you know, John Q. Public, and fucking, you know, all these clowns. They're probably just bots as far as I'm concerned. I mean, maybe they're real people. I highly doubt that, though. Yeah, they say they're not bots. That's easy for a bot to say. Come on, man. How dumb are we? There's a concerted effort being made to make this look stupid or something, you know, or to be off-putting about it, because it's fucking true and it's the obvious reality. So people gotta wake the fuck up, man, and stop talking shit, dude. If you're an uprising earther, but you're a flat earther, why are you being so rude to other flat earthers? I mean, it's really not a good phenomenon to be witnessing, really, because the flat and stationary Earth is just the objective reality. That's fact. You can't shake a stick at that. I'm sorry. That's just obvious. And I know that sounds crazy because we've all been programmed to think that it's not that, but in reality, that's what we experience. I could say that till my face turns blue, and there's people around me that'll just laugh. What a crazy guy. I'm so crazy. A bot, yeah, I'm a slave working for a bot. They bought the bots. Who bought this bot? I think not. You're a real person? Prove it. This guy's like a pilot or something. I'm a pilot. I'm a real person. That's easy for a bot to say. Bot. John Q. Bot. I don't use AI. Hey, I don't use AI. Hey, I don't use AI. I don't use AI. Hey, I don't use AI. Hey, I don't use AI. Hey, I don't use AI. I don't use AI. 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 AI uses me. AI uses me. A survey, monitor, analyze, report. Survey, monitor, analyze, report. Technology. Smart. Survey, monitor, analyze, report. Survey, monitor, analyze, report. So smart. Technology. So smart. Survey, monitor, analyze, report. Technology. It's so smart. When I was a young man, I used to watch TV. Now I am an old man. TV's watching me. It's watching me. My TV's watching me. Well, survey, monitor, analyze, report. Survey, monitor, analyze, report. Technology. It's so smart. It's an algorithm, given no limit, goes all the way out, around, and then back in it. It's an algorithm, given no limit, goes all the way out, around, and then back in it. It's the algorithmic gimmick been given no limit, goes all the way out around and then back in it. It's official, artificial, digital idolatry. That's really all it could be to call it intelligent is intellectual dishonesty. But it's the most realistic shit you're going to get, but it's still fake shit. Don't mistake it for being real. It's not a lie. Teach it how to walk, how to talk, how to pick a lock, how to wash your socks. Teach it how to walk, how to talk, how to pick a lock, how to wash your socks. Teach it how to walk, how to talk, how to pick a lock, how to wash your socks, how to read your mind. How to read your mind. Teach it how to jump rope, cook dope, tell a joke. It don't understand the punchline. Don't understand the punchline. Teach it how to jump rope, cook dope, tell a joke. It don't understand the punchline. It don't understand that punchline. Teach it how to repeat it, but can it keep a secret? I don't think so. It won't know why. It won't know why. Hey, I know what AI is. AI is just an eye up in the sky. It's going to spy on you and I. And everyone in society say goodbye to your privacy. Yeah. When I was a young man, I used to watch TV. Now I am an old man. The TV's watching me. Technology. Technology. It's so smart. Yeah, survey, monitor, analyze, report. A survey, monitor, analyze, report. Survey, monitor, analyze, report. A survey, monitor, analyze, report. Technology. It's so smart. I gotta go. Love you guys. Thanks for watching my show.